Hey everyone, my name is Morgan and welcome to another Fortnite video. Like always, it is update day and I'm back with all of the need to know information from the patch notes. If you guys want to read the full patch notes with all of the minor bug fixes and stuff, I will have them linked in the description, but we're going to be going over the important stuff, so let's go ahead and get in today's video. First, we have general fixes. These apply to both modes. We have several types of traps can now be placed on player-built stairs and sloping roofs, the bouncer and battle royale, and for Save the World we have wooden floor spikes, retractable spikes, flame grill traps, freeze traps, and healing pads. They've added separate sliders for mouse sensitivity X and mouse sensitivity Y to the options menu, and they said new players will now start with the same default sensitivity for both horizontal and vertical aim, and your current sensitivity settings will not be changed. Moving on, they've added a quick visual transition to building pieces as you move and aim in build mode, and then damage numbers will now round down instead of up in Save the World, Battle Royale, and replays. That's all they have for general stuff. We're going to move on to the Battle Royale side of the patch notes. So first up, we have the limited time mode Sniper Shootout V3. In this limited time mode, players will do battle using snipers and scoped assault rifles. So what is new since version 2? The scoped assault rifles have been added to floor loot and chest. The crossbow has been removed. Ammo drop rates have returned to normal. There were additional ammo boxes in V2. The epic and legendary sniper rifles are no longer limited to chest and supply drops, and they can now be found as floor loot as well. For some additional details, the only available weapons are sniper rifles and scoped ARs. Floor loot spawns are reduced by 50%. Building resources received from farming reduced by 25%. Reviving down but not out teammates in duos and squads is deactivated, players are immediately eliminated, and profile stats are tracked in this mode. We have the limited time mode 50v50 back for version 3. What's new since V2? A new, larger storm circle has been added to the beginning of the match. Extra supply drops fall in the new circle, giving more players a chance to find an open one. Supply drops now come in batches of 4 to 8, which was previously 3 to 6. They fall every 2 minutes and only land in the first 2 storm circles. Damage applied over time while in the down but not out state has been changed to the default of 2 damage per tick. Bonus resources earned from farming reduced from 75% to 25%. The storm circles are now more likely to bias towards the center of the map, and this helps make the bus flight path less important. For additional details on the mode, each team has a bus approaching the island from opposite directions. On the map, the friendly bus has a blue outline and the enemy has a red. The map has a dotted line which indicates the battle lines between the two teams. Crossing the line will make running into enemies more likely, and due to this being a large squad mode, profile stats will not be tracked. Daily and weekly challenges will still work with the exception of the squad-based challenges, and then there were some changes to loot as well. They've increased the chances of chest spawning from 50 and 70% to 75 and 90%. They've increased chances of ammo boxes spawning from 65 and 80% to 75 and 90%. Farming resources increased by 25% over the default. Increased floor loot spawn likelihood by 15%. Floor loot spawns double ammo. Ammo boxes spawn triple ammo. Chests spawn double ammo and consumables, and supply drops spawn double ammo, an extra consumable, resource, and a trap. For weapons and items being added into Battle Royale, we have the thermal scoped assault rifle. This is available in epic and legendary variants, doing 36 and 37 base damage depending on your rarity. They can see chest, supply drops, enemy heat signatures, and more. They use medium ammo, and they can be found from floor loot, chest, and supply drops. They've renamed the assault rifle with scope to scoped assault rifle. And the maximum range of most weapons increased to 275 from 250 meters to match the distance that players are visible, and the jetpack has been vaulted. Moving on, we have some gameplay changes. There's a new soccer stadium that has been added to the northern area of the map, and they added new light color options to Carbide and Omega, and that's really all we have for Battle Royale. There's some additional performance, audio, UI, and art changes. If you guys want to read those, we're now going to jump over into Save the World. So for general, an anti-cheat system has been implemented into Save the World, and they said due to the implementation of the intelligent delivery feature for Xbox consoles, all Save the World players will be prompted to download the Save the World specific patch content upon first entry into the game. This is a one-time process, and Save the World content will be managed automatically afterwards. For missions and systems, we have Blockbuster Part 3. The Cloaked Star is now available. They've increased the drop rate of sheets of metal for the quest Blocked. They've increased the number of drops of rain that appear in mini llamas. The chance to get double hero, schematic, survivor XP from a mission reward now gradually increases from the beginning of Canny Valley to the end of Twine Peaks, ending roughly 50% higher than the initial values. They've removed rotating gizmos from Canny Valley and Twine Peak mission rewards. They've also reduced the chances for ingredients to be selected as mission rewards in Canny Valley and Twine Peaks to account for the removal of rotating gizmos. For heroes, we have the new Mythic Ninja, the Cloak Star, that has been added to the Blockbuster questline. It is a new subclass, the Cloak Star, which is a masterful shinobi who unleashes waves of throwing stars from the shadows, and it has a new tactical perk, Fan of Stars. All throwing stars are thrown instantly in a spreading arc. For weapons and items, we have the new Obliterator Snipe Rifle. This is a slow-firing, anti-material rifle with high base damage and a heavy kick. Its shots pierce through walls and husk alike and quickly obliterate structures. This will be available on the weekly store from Wednesday, June 13th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time through Wednesday, June 20th at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. They've added perk choices to items that previously had static perk loadouts. Eligible items will always start with their default set of perks. These perks can now be modified with the Recombobulator, and some weapons which previously started with a fixed element unlocked at level 1 will now unlock that slot at level 5 but have multiple element choices available. They've added a new weapon perk which is +% to impact, and it will appear on several of the previously static weapons. Resources can now be gathered when using heavy melee attacks on the world. They've increased the base damage and impact of melee weapons. For swords, damage was increased by 57% and impact was increased by 75%. For spears, damage was increased by 67% and the impact by 71%. Scythes, damage was increased by 67% and the impact by 82%. Axes, damage was increased by 73% and the impact by 94%. And then blunt weapons damage, 103% for the damage and then impact was 95%. They've increased the durability consumption rate of melee weapons per attack to compensate for increased damage. They've increased the crafting cost for melee weapons. Planks and rough ore costs are now +1 to 5 more depending on the quality and material type. And then for twine, mineral powder, and mechanical part costs, they are now an additional 6 more. They've increased the battery cost for crafting energy weapons. Melee energy weapons battery costs are now 7 to 10 depending on the quality and material type, and ranged energy weapon costs are now +4 to 5 depending on quality and material type. Moving on, we have some gameplay changes. There were some changes to the teleporter. Defenders can no longer be teleported. This is to prevent them from entering a buggy state, and teleportation pads now activate when first dropped. And then they have a few bugs regarding the teleporter and some other things. They said supply drops can no longer be damaged by a lobber projectile or any other AoE damage. They fixed a collision issue with Lars Van on Ride the Lightning, and they fixed an issue with the down but not out screen remaining up after a player is revived. So that means the Ride the Lightning glitch is currently patched. But that's really all there is. We got some new stuff in Save the World, a new quest line, a new mythic hero. We've got a new weapon popping up in the event store, and of course the melee weapon buff. I'm really eager to get in and try this out, see exactly how things are. And then Battle Royale has the new thermal assault rifle. Lots of exciting stuff. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. If you guys enjoyed today's video or found it helpful, a like is always appreciated. And if you guys happen to be new to Split Screen, be sure to subscribe for everything Fortnite and more. Once again, my name is Morgan. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.